Thanks for tuning in to NewsLink Indiana Weather. I'm your weather forecaster, Lexi Esterle, and tonight, as we take a look at these current temperatures, we can see that it's feeling pretty warm outside at about 75 degrees, and it certainly feels that way despite heavy breeze coming from the north. And the reason that that's happening is because we're sitting at a pretty high dew point, which is making it feel relatively muggy and warm outside, even as we get a really strong breeze coming in. It's also seeming relatively cloudy, despite the heat, which is being experienced across the state. As we look down to Indianapolis, we can see that they're at about 87 degrees, in contrast to up north in Kokomo, which is about 66 degrees currently. And that, in part, is because of the storms which have been traveling through the state in the northern area and the Greater Lakes region over these last couple hours, as you can see from this radar. These storms have yet to touch in Muncie and our viewing area as we take a closer look, but we might see some of these tonight as we look into tonight's forecast. We're expecting some scattered thunderstorms with about a 20% chance of rain. However, that's not going to help it cool down at all, as we're looking at temperatures of about 75 degrees despite a strong breeze coming from the south. So as these scattered showers are expected to come in, we can look at these on our precision cast. So while we've seen a couple showers cross and expect to tonight, we're going to see far more in the evening and later on into tomorrow morning, as you can see here at about 8 a.m. with some storms about to come in. However, all of those storms should clear up by noon tomorrow, and once they do, you can expect some cloud coverage across this region, but really aside from that cloud coverage, it's just going to be a bit overcast. That really isn't going to impact the temperature very much as we go into tomorrow. So as you can see, these clouds coming in at about noon to 2 tomorrow, and after that happens, it's not going to impact the temperature, so we can take a look at the weekend forecast. Tomorrow it's going to be pretty hot with an expected high of about 88 degrees, but it is going to be mostly cloudy and overcast. And while those clouds may dissipate for Sunday, the temperature will not, as we're expecting the high to remain pretty consistent at about 86 degrees. And it's only going to get hotter throughout the week as we take a look at the rest of the 7-day forecast. As we see those temperatures continue this weekend, but it only gets hotter on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, with some temperatures expected to be as high as the low 90s. However, we may see a dip in temperatures this coming weekend as we expect some rain, with about a 40 to 30% chance of rain on Thursday and Friday. We're not expecting thunderstorms, but we are expecting a slight cool down in temperatures at about 70 or 67 degrees as a high on Thursday and Friday. But that doesn't mean that these fall temperatures are here to stay, because as you can see with the hot temperatures this week, we may again see a peak in these temperatures, so don't get out your fall sweaters quite yet. So for any of you who have fall plans dependent on the weather, maybe continue to tune in to NewsLink Indiana and follow us on Twitter to see what updates we have for you and the weather that's coming next.